Hello everyone, this is Rory Bavori, the Eldori Swordsman. I'd just like to say thank you very much for listening to the Danger Club podcast, and if you like us, please go and subscribe to us on our Discord. You can join us there. You can do iTunes reviews. You can have a look at what we're doing on that Facebook and that Instagram and Twitter. And, just tell us what you're up to, because it would be nice to know, and we can get back to you and tell you what we're up to.
Previously on the Danger Club podcast.
The Young Velder Chronicles.
Rory Bavori. Actually, my hands are usually very dry.
His name is Felix. We could be Wolf, Wind, and Fire.
My name is Basco. I usually come out and clean up the poop, the scoop, and also the boop, boop, boop.
I'm Velder.
I want you to find that trophy, and I want you to bring it back to me.
I'm getting a bit sweaty.
You've got a chance to be free here.
But what about you?
The adventure continues now.
Do you want to know a cool little historical fact?
Go on then.
Yeah. So, back in the day, if you shook someone's hand, as we do commonly these days, that means you're making a deal. But if you grasped them by the elbow, that's what friends did. That's the old way things are done. So there we go.
Friends.
It's been a long time since I've been able to give a little historical fact. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
What about how long ago is back in the day? Is that longer or less than days of yore?
So, well, this is the mists of time. Back before when? But it's certainly Roman. Probably Greek, which means it went from there. So yeah, from then.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Yeah.
We are back in our isolation situation with the club, bringing you our adventures from the history of Velder Cairnblight, our various adventures. How's everyone's week been? How's everyone doing in the lockdown life?
Yeah, I had a coffee.
I had a coffee as well. Yeah, and
some banana loaf as well.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone's making banana bread right now, man. I can't get flour anywhere because everyone's making banana bread.
In it.
Yes, but you see, if you analyse what Ross said, he said he had some saurine banana loaf, which means he bought it. Didn't you, Ross? You didn't make anything, did you, Ross? Did you? You've not made any banana bread?
I made some olive bread the other day, but that's about it. That was as far as my culinary skills.
I'm just going to put it out here and say F saurine. F is lame. It is the weakest of foods. I hate it. It is bland. It is unnecessarily tasteless.
Do you know what?
I hate it.
The sound cut out.
Come tweet us, saurine.
Saurine is the stuff of legends. It is the small brown loaf of utter joy.
I love a bit of saurine.
My housemates have been making banana bread and apple cake, and both are far superior to sadrine. Yeah, I said it.
If you are an American listener, saurine is a company.
Don't worry about saurine because it's lame.
Loaf.
It is lame.
It's like a fruit kind of stuff, and
it's very stodgy, but it's nice.
Do you know what? I'm going to be honest. I think malt loaf might be an American invention. They do talk about malt loaf quite a lot, and I think saurine might have been a.
You mispronounce that. It's meatloaf. They talk about quite a lot. It's meatloaf.
USA. USA.
I would do anything for more.
Gentlemen, I'd just like to say at the moment, big up saurine, big up malt loaf.
Also, as well, actually, just on a technical note, we did have, I think, there was kind of like an electrical sound. I don't know if it's going to come out in the record, but like a little electrical sound that edited out one of Scott's Fs, which was quite handy, actually, because it means I don't need to edit anything out. But in saying that, in these episodes, if there are little kind of glitches, and we'll try and catch as many as we can and edit them out. But if we don't, forgive us. You know, we're on lockdown. We're recording from 5 different places, so
just as well. I'm so dedicated to Colin's band of professionalism that when I said the F, I literally said the word F as well. So I was blanked out.
I mean, we've sworn loads on the podcast before. I don't know why we're now all of a sudden.
I mean, Bubba swore well loads the other day.
Well loads,
a couple of weeks ago.
Well loads. He spelled well loads. Well loads. Yeah.
He was a bit sweary when he was like, "Oh, fuck you, you prick."
Yeah, but, that's character building. So.
I just think that.
Then.
I think that Colin has managed to somehow tap into our internet, so that every time we're going to say something he doesn't want, he'll just go and just like scramble it. That's the level of dedication Hubbard has to this. He's snuck around each of our houses, braving isolation lockdown, and put a little scrambler on.
They're on to me.
Speaking of they're onto you, the electrical things that are bleeping us out might have been something to do with the UFOs that have been identified. Maybe,
Oh yeah.
It's probably them scrambling our wires. Although by the time this episode comes out, it's probably old news, and they're probably living among us by now.
Nah, it's not. They're not UFOs.
Dude, bro.
UFOs.
What are they?
They literally are UFOs. They are unidentified flying objects. That's what they are.
No, they're only unidentified because they couldn't see how small they were. They're actually just birds.
UFOs.
We were talking about this.
They're just birds. Swallows.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Sorry, Ross, they're birds.
Yeah, starlings. They're just like small birds that they've just managed to film as they go past. It's just a swallow.
Altitude.
Yeah.
Ross, you put this forward the other day. Yeah, a Mach 2 swallow is somehow flying around. That would be an alien. That would be an alien. Like, if a swallow could fly that fast, it is not of this world. So there we go.
Aliens aren't real. Swallows are.
Aliens aren't real. Mate.
Bold claim.
Also, have you ever seen a swallow? Have you?
Yeah.
Tweet us, swallows.
Tweet us, aliens. Oh, mate, imagine we got a text from an alien.
What goes faster, an alien or a swallow?
No wonder Dan hasn't said anything. He's out.
Yay!
We can't
Hello,
hear.
everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
So
everyone.
I'm just talking about that time. You know what I really like? I really like that time when I killed MZ. Do you remember that? Yeah.
Yeah, do you remember? Yeah. I killed MZ once. It was great.
Hey guys, I'm rolling with my like lime green dice. Yeah. Oh, I'm just rolling those natty 20s all the time.
Just sipping a smoothie. Just having a smoothie.
So anyway,
Okay, let's
I'll do
actually-
something crazy this week and segue into what we're doing now.
I'm back.
Damn it.
God.
Hiding
damn
in the
you.
shadow.
Well, we all said it, but you didn't, Dan.
I did. I said it right at the start. Let's say it again. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Danger Club podcast.
Oh,
there
did
you
you?
go.
Oh, right, I didn't.
Yeah, I said it.
Do you know what? I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
Lockdown. No, he did.
Did he?
He did.
Did he?
He said that on the second episode.
Unbelievable.
Do you know what? No lobby music until now. It's my decision. No.
You're an alien, aren't you? You've been
What's
replaced.
what's everyone watching through their lockdowns? What are we all doing to keep entertained?
I'm actually catching up with Peaky Blinders.
Good choice.
I watched season 1 a long, long time ago, and then they didn't put season 2 on, so I was like, right, fine, I'll wander off and do something else. And how it's on, there's another season coming, 6 seasons.
Yeah.
Sixth
Season in the movie.
Yeah,
Too
yeah,
many
it's quite fun.
seasons, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
They are
I'm
milking
watching
it dry.
Yeah, I'm watching season 3. It's still good, but I'm sure it'll get to the point where it's like, oh.
I mean, every season is exactly the same. They have to overcome something. It's basically
That's the plot of drama. That's how any show works.
Hey, not all dramas.
Tommy's got to solve something again for us all because we're all a bit useless.
Tommy.
Yeah, we could have done it, and there's like 4 good characters in it, but really, Tommy Shelby's got to be the one that saves us all.
Yeah. Quite exciting, though, when I was watching the episode, one of my friends was in it, who I was in a show with last year, and I was like, hey, there he is. Big up Timothy Harker. He doesn't listen to the podcast, but he's a lovely, lovely man and a very good actor. What about you guys? What are you watching?
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Mando. Getting that Mando in. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
It is just, I'm just going to put it out here. I think it's near perfect television, and I could watch it for the rest of my life.
Wow.
It's that good. I haven't watched anything that good.
I mean, there's only 7
and that
episodes,
simple.
so...
I know, and I'm trying to space them out. And what I'm doing is I'm inserting episodes of the Clone Wars in between to get like a Star Wars fix, which is like, it's okay. And then the Mandalorian, I'm like, oh god, it's so good, it's so good, so little dialogue, and I'm just so gripped by every moment, every element of this show is so good. There's nothing that's bad about it. It's
phenomenal. It is phenomenal.
It's very good.
Speaking of which, I mean, I don't want to... the new service that happened to be released as soon as lockdown happened. Has anyone subscribed to that? Obviously,
Yes.
yeah. Scott?
Paid for the year.
Pornhub Premium, yeah? That's what you meant.
Yeah.
No, the other one. I mean, we mentioned their shows. Why can't we mention the company? Was that?
I just didn't know if people want to give them a plug, but Disney Plus.
They don't need our help.
No, they've got it.
In fact, I've heard a very good theory put forward that they actually caused coronavirus because just as it all kicked off, Disney Plus came out. It was like, oh yeah.
I've rewatched all the Marvel films. Speaking about that company,
Nice.
So rewatched the Infinity Saga and then started on the DC one.
Ooh.
What'd you do that for, mate? Gee.
I mean, there's some interesting concepts in there. You know, it's fine, isn't it? A Man of Steel, and you know. Colin,
are you all right, mate? Do you want? Do you need to give you a call here? Yeah.
Trying to talk myself into it. No. I'll tell you what. We watched. What's her name? Wonder Woman, and that stands up, man. That's a good movie. Wonder Woman's great. Good movie that is. That's up there with Captain America. I think the first Avenger. Watch it again, man. Give it a watch. It's good.
Okay, yeah. It stands up. If you put it against only other DC films, then it stands up great. It's definitely one of the best. Yes. I'm going to leave it at that.
We know what you mean, Scott.
We're not going to say anything bad,
The entire world agrees with you.
Speaking of things that are both bad and good, I'm watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I finally decided to put that time in and watch the show that everyone's like, oh yeah, it's really, really awful, but then some bits are really, really good. So, you know, if you sit through 10 hours of trash, maybe you get a really good episode. And it's a remarkable show because when it's good, it is really, really good. And like the first bit of every series is awful. Like, I don't know how it must be revenge for how good they are in a lot of other American films, but British people are terrible in that show until they get halfway through the series, and I guess get the writing team and they're like, this is how British people actually talk, and finally, like Fitz is amazing. Now you're into second series, first series. Boy, that takes some work.
It's great. It's very much like Clone Wars, isn't it? Sorry.
No. Go on, Scott.
I was just saying it's very much like Clone Wars, where you have to wade through some right tosh to get to the good bits in it. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I need to pick it back up again, actually, but you do have to invest a bit of time to get to the good juicy bits. Then they do exist.
Did you say? I think you mentioned to me off air that with the channel we've mentioned, you can actually set it so it sticks in the right episodes in between the films. Is that right?
I'm loving your unwillingness to say their name like they're Voldemort.
If you say their name too many times, they will appear. They will appear behind you. But
no,
you can watch the film.
I'm doing the chronological Marvel watch. So we looked up like the timeline of when everything takes place. So you start with Captain America, then you do Captain Marvel, and you do everything in the order it takes place in time, rather than the order it's released, which is cool because you break up some of those massive Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. series with good movies in the middle of them.
Do you do that with like the post-credit scenes as well? Do you put those in the right order?
We haven't quite done that. Like we haven't and done flashbacks at the because then you'd have like bits of Thor which are set like millions of years ago. Because then you have to start the entire franchise with the slightly dodgy Dark Elves, like Lord of the Rings rip-off stuff from the start of Dark World, which is not the saga at its finest.
I like it.
I like Dark World. Let's not
go into this. No.
But the intro where they definitely called Cate Blanchett to get her to do the voiceover and couldn't get her, and so got someone to do an impression of her is so. Speaking of questionable accents and material you have to wade a lot through to get to the good bits, we are on an adventure.
What a segue.
What a sec. I thought you were going to be speaking of Cate Blanchett not doing it, it's the Danger Club.
Hey, I'm not ruling that out.
We might have sent her a letter. All right.
There is a reason why you can't see my face, guys. It's because I actually am Cate Blanchett. That's the reason why. It's a surprise reveal.
Scott's still sitting in his dark room there. I am the darkness.
And also, that sounds like the best expression from the 70s. Mate, you've gone electrical. Can you just say that?
That's going to be cut, James.
No. So come on. We've got to keep it in
this now. Stop making work for me.
Keep it in. I'm going to high five everyone. High five. I love you, Colin.
All right, carry
so
on.
we are telling the story of young Velder Cairnblight. So we have started our story last week in Master Ollivan's gladiator school, where we met young Velder, we met Felix and Rory Bravori, the Aldori.
Yeah.
I forgot to say, Aldori swordsmen always take the surname Aldori when they graduate. So his full name would actually be Rory Bravori Aldori.
Yeah, that's right. There's a story behind it as well. So
is there a story behind Rory Bravori Aldori?
Yeah, I was going to do that in game, but you know.
Oh, tremendous! And we have Basco Mops, the pug. Who is Velder's best friend and a very good boy. We have the young Felix, who some of you may remember from one of our other adventures. Ross, what happens in the Sandstone Secret with Felix?
God, I knew you were going to do it like that. I knew you were going to do it like that. I could feel it coming. There was a dirty coming on. I knew Dan was going to do a dirty.
There's like stuff happen. Like if you should go and watch it, guys, or not watch it because you can't watch it.
Oh, come on.
It's on Disney Plus. If you go and watch it, it's really good, guys. Really
Tremendous.
gripping. Go and listen to it.
Nice.
I can't believe you. So they are on a mission for Master Ollivan to go to a rival gladiator school in the town of Sandpoint to retrieve a trophy which has been stolen from the Riddleport Annual Games, a trophy which is worth a great deal of money. But they have been given another mission by Argus, one of the gladiators from the school, their trainer, who is very grateful to them and has offered them the chance, if they want to. He's told them that the trophy is worth a lot of money and perhaps they should consider not coming back to the gladiator school, but in fact selling it and running for freedom to try and escape from the life they have been living. But on top of that, Ollivan has also offered a reward to any of them who will turn on the others in the event that they try to betray him. So they've got a couple of options here. We're not entirely sure who's going to choose what, and we're going to pick up with our crew aboard the Obsidian Owl, which is a ship commanded by Captain Scarscale, the Uruxi lizard folk, along with his crew, also all lizard folk, who are sailing south with a cargo of owls and a cargo of gladiators. Gladiators and owls on a ship. What could possibly go wrong? Bound for the town of Sandpoint. And we'll pick things up on the deck of the ship. The voyage to Sandpoint, it takes about a day. So you're not going to be on there forever. But it is it's a longish journey, not compared to what the Danger Club have just gone through. But will go through in 20 years' time. But it gives you a day there. So you're all sort of stood on the deck, looking out, watching the land go past as you sail along the coast, and perhaps thinking about your plans of what you're going to do when you get to the school. You've been given an address of where to go when you get there. And we'll pick it up there. What would you like to do?
Well, Velder's quite excited. He's up on the deck, just sort of looking at the scenery passing and listening with the owls. Probably hanging out with Basco as well. So
Basco is not there. He is below deck.
Uh-oh.
Velder hasn't noticed this yet.
Oh, yeah. No. Basco has slipped away below deck.
Basco? Basco?
I'm going to go to...
Here, boy!
I come back after some time, and I have just a feather sticking out of my mouth.
Oh, no.
Basco?
Yeah?
Where have you been?
Nowhere. I just went down below deck to go to the bathroom.
Have you been licking the owls?
No.
You've got a feather on your mouth.
That was the pillow that I put my head down on, and it was an owl-feathered pillow.
An owl-feathered pillow?
Ah, yep.
On a ship that's carrying owls?
I don't know about it. You better talk to the captain about that. That's weird,
I don't think we should talk to the captain. I don't think we should talk to the captain about that at all, because it looks like you've been licking owls or eating them.
It's not my fault. I just can't help it. With this there, and I just ate it. But
You ate it? You ate the owl?
Yeah,
what were you doing? We talked about this. What is wrong with you? You eat shoes, you eat sandals, you eat owls. Like, how many owls have you eaten since we've known each other?
It's not my fault. It's just nature. If an owl is in front of me, I gotta eat it. It's just, I can't help myself.
Look, I don't think it's nature. I think it's just you like eating owls.
Well, yeah.
What is it with owls?
It's just they taste so good. They taste like chicken, but not chicken. They taste like owl.
And what does owl taste like?
Like chicken.
But you eat chicken all the time.
Yeah, but I've never tasted an owl before, but now I've got a taste for it. And now all I can think about is owls.
But it just tastes like chicken. You just said it tastes like chicken. Like, it literally tastes like chicken. And what difference does it make? We're going to get into trouble. You're going to get us into trouble.
Okay, all right.
This is the first time we've been able to leave the school together, and you've gone and eaten an owl within just an hour.
Sorry, okay, I'll try not to eat any more owls. Okay, what are you looking at anyway?
Well, I was looking out here at the scenery. Look, it's quite boring, actually, but it's nice to leave the school, isn't it?
Yeah, it's scary, but it's exciting as well. Have you two been out of the gladiator arena before?
No,
I didn't see talks to the are you guys there?
Yeah, Rory and Felix.
You just make it so that we were there and creepily watching that entire conversation. I was letting you guys do a bit, and I was like, oh, okay, I've just been watching you the entire time.
Just smouldering quietly in the background.
It's not a massive ship, so you can be like on deck, but not literally leaning over.
Rory's just chatting away to Felix, just saying, you see, when it comes to the Aldori Dueling Academy, it's sometimes seen as more of a meritocratic and egalitarian alternative to the traditional nobility of bravura. That's why some find it a little different than other schools of sword fighting, and that's why. And then I hear.
Hey, look, they're talking about owls. Oh my God,
yes,
literally anything else but this conversation. Felix takes this moment to swear to himself personally that he will never be caught up in the forces of law and order and bureaucracy. He's been so bored by this moment that even his fire on his hair has gone out, and he chooses from this moment forward to always be an agent of chaos and freedom and liberty.
As we're walking across the deck, I say, I'll fill you in on the rest later.
I would rather die. Hey, what's the owl feather on your face?
Oh, no, don't worry about that. He pulls it out of his mouth and just throws it overboard.
Yes, but Basco's he was writing with a quill.
Yeah, but I don't need it anymore. I don't need to write in my journal.
With your mouth. Great.
The captain comes wandering over and says, "Arr, journaler are ye? You like writing I love writing in journals. 'Tis the thing that passes the time most for me. Show us your journal, my friend."
Okie dokie. He pats down on his pantaloons and you know what? I left it back at the gladiator arena.
So Velder, standing next to him, puts his hands behind his back and just pans him his book behind his back to sort of really schoolboy-esque, just trying to sort of
no, here it is. I found it actually. Here.
Oh yes, why? Yeah, read from it.
Oh, we don't need to read from it.
No, I think I'd like to hear it actually.
He opens the book and starts thumbing through the pages and starts reading out a weird language that doesn't seem to make any sense. And he's trying to, as he starts reading, his eyes sort of glow ever so slightly, and the page shimmers as he starts reading from.
There's enough of that, and Velder just grabs the book from his hands and be like, "Well, there we go. That's all journal time now. I think I'm going to go to sleep now. Bye."
How extraordinary!
That was in my own language. Thuni.
Tis a beautiful language.
Yep, Thuni.
Tis 'tis very poetic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, how long have you been a captain for?
My whole life. Born upon the seas, I was. I mean, we're an amphibious folk, so you sort of have to be. But born on eggs laid on land. I'm a reptile. Eggs laid on land, but then returned to the seas. That's what that was. Love the sea, I do. 'Tis all I've ever known. She is me mistress and me sister. It gets weird.
I imagine, especially on those long journeys.
How many of these owls are you transporting?
Oh, we've got a very strict inventory. We have 14 owls here, and I tell you, if I don't deliver 14 owls to Lord Featherby, then he's gonna be so mad he might even take my ship away from me.
Oh no!
It would be the worst thing that could ever happen to this crew if I don't deliver specifically 14 owls at the end of this voyage.
Well, I don't see why there wouldn't be 14 owls to deliver.
Well, exactly.
That would be silly, wouldn't it?
What about if one flew away?
Oh, if one flew away, that would be a disaster. Oh, they'd flay me alive and use my scales to make shaving mirrors.
We've killed this man. We've killed him.
Much in demand, the scales of your people as shaving mirrors.
It is a barbaric practice, but I cannot deny the quality of the shaving mirrors what are made from them.
Okay, well, I'm sure they're all there.
Well, of course they are all there. Why would they ever not be there?
Exactly.
What could possibly happen to an owl on a ship? That's why I'm not even bothering to check on them, because I'm so confident that they'll all be perfectly safe by the time we reach Sandpoint.
How long until we reach the sand point?
It should be about 2 hours.
2 hours. Oh, that's
2 hours
good, isn't
until
it?
we're there.
That things are moving along.
Just to ask a question, in Sandport, is there like a zoo or a pet shop that perhaps in Sandpoint?
No, there's only the Sandpoint Owl Sanctuary. That's the only animal thing to see there.
Oh, I bet it's famous. Is that where these owls are going as well?
That is, yes. They're going to the Owl Sanctuary as part of a breeding program to try and bring back endangered owls. They've got 14 male owls there. We're bringing these 14 female owls. And the owls are very specific about numbers. So if they don't have it exactly the right, if one of the owls is left out, then they feel like it's not even, and they won't mate. And that'll be the end of that entire owl species. It'll be very sad. So we have to bring these 14. That's why it's so important.
You're doing a very important job.
Yeah.
Exactly. Bringing these owls, saving an entire species is what we're doing, and my own hide as well. It's quite the task.
All right. Well, enjoy that.
I'm glad I've got adventurers such as you coming along with me to protect me owls. Yeah. Not that they need protected.
No.
As we've already established, nothing could possibly happen to those owls.
Yes, right. The Velder gives a very long sideways look at Basco.
Have you ever been to Sandpoint before?
No.
No, I have not.
No, I've never even been on a ship before.
Me and Velder haven't been anywhere. I was born in the gladiator arena, you see. I was left on the doorstep, and I've known nothing but this.
Yeah,
you were born in the arena, but then left on the doorstep.
Yes, well the thing is, we
tried
found
to
him
kick you out.
Well, we found him in the arena, and then we just sort of swept him to the side, and we hoped that someone would come pick him up. But then no one did for a couple of days, so we just sort of adopted him.
I was left on the side, but it's the life. I poop in the scoop, and I doop. And if you need anyone to clean up the out poop, I can scoop a doop poop. So,
as it turns out, we could do with somebody to sweep up all of the owl poop.
I can do that.
I'll do that.
It's called guan hoo hoo. That's what we call owl poop.
All right. Well.
No, I think I should clean up the owl poop. What do you think, Basco? I think you should stay up here.
Okay, well, are you sure?
Yes, yes, I think you've done enough today.
Okay, fine.
And don't go anywhere. I'll go and clean up the poop. and the moop and the boop-de-boop. And Velder goes off with his broom downstairs.
Make sure you get all of the boop-de-doop. He claps Basco in the back and says, it's so good to have such honest adventurers on to keep me ship safe. Well, enjoy the rest of the voyage. We shouldn't be too long before we're in Sandpoint. 'Tis a beautiful town. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And he trundles off, singing a happy Uruxi sailing song. I am a honest Uruxi, I sail the 7 Uruxis, though the winds may blow and it might just snow, it's a sailor's life for Urux me. All of the Uruxi just burst up out of the different doors and hatches and just go, it's a sailor's life for Urux me, and then go back to their jobs.
Yes.
It's a treasure island.
The captain said at one point, he said he sails on a sea of Uruxi. There is apparently a ocean made out of lizard people.
Wow, that's kind of scary.
It's horrifying. It's terrifying. It's like quaking in my boots.
Lizard
How long?
sea.
What do you guys want out of this? Are you gonna? What do you think we should do? Do you think we should take the money and run, or what?
He talks to Felix and...
If we take the money and run away, then Argus will be punished, and eventually, surely, he will find out about his betrayal. But then if we go back, then we are in captivity again, effectively. And I want to see this man again who has punished and belittles us, and one day, maybe, I will have the strength and fight him face to face, or maybe face to midriff.
I think just say the last bit that you said again. For some reason, your voice went a little bit quiet. You got to midriff, and then I missed what you were saying.
No, that was it. I said face to midriff.
Oh, I see.
Sometimes you do not hear me, for I am very low down, both in stature and in status.
I have this kind of electrical sound in my ear sometimes. I don't know what it is. Hopefully people around me can hear it as well. If anyone was listening to this conversation, for instance, they would hear inside my ear. Anyway, I think it would be good to steal, or let's say permanently borrow said trophy, take the money and start a new life. I mean, there must be other things that one can do as a swordsman like myself. So I think yes, let's do what Argos says. Argos.
Canon. His name is Argos.
His name's Argos.
Argos.
It is Argos, right?
He goes into shopkeeping in his later life. He's quite successful, you know.
Yeah. So yes, let's give it a go. Why not?
I've never been free. The thought of it's kind of scary, but also exciting as well. And if I've got my bestest buddy, Velder, he'll, I'm sure he'll protect me anyway.
Hey, we're all best buddies now, aren't we?
Well...
Is this true, Velder?
He's not there.
He's
downstairs.
Velder comes trundling up from down below with a lot of owl poop and moop poop all over his all over his room. Oh, they really do poop a lot. What were we talking about? That's okay.
Basco.
Although we really shouldn't tell the captain what you did.
No,
sorry, Felix, what were you saying?
Basco was saying about how brave you were, and you could protect him in case of danger.
He did?
Yeah.
I mean, I know a few spells. That book, it's a spell book. Yes, I mean, I'm not very good, but I do know a few things.
Magic. Magic.
Yes, magic.
Can do the magic.
Well, yes, a little bit.
Velder.
So can
back
I.
Where I am from. This in Irison, land of cold, this would make you a witch, and both a position of status and also of fear.
Oh, well, I don't want people to be afraid of me. I just want to sort of help people, really.
They come from the land of the ice and snow.
Is that where the Midnight Springs? No, yes,
the hot springs glow. Yes,
hot springs glow. Yes, that's it. Yes. Yeah.
Maybe you two are like frosty witches of the frozen north wastelands.
Are you from the frozen north wastelands?
Well, like long time ago.
Well, yeah, but you're on fire. I thought you'd be made of ice or something like that, or covered in snow, or sneeze blizzards.
It was deeply uncomfortable for me. Yes.
Oh, I see. Right, well, we should be getting there soon. What should we do when we get to the town?
Get another fucking owl?
Oh, but you know about the owl?
It is plain to see that that wobbly dog-faced man has eaten fucking owl, and now we need to replace one, otherwise perfectly innocent scaly man will die in a horrible way. So now this is lame. We were going to get trophy, but now we have to divert away to make sure the man isn't tortured to death.
But we'll get in trouble.
Did you really eat the owl?
Well, I thought of bit its head off, and then
How many owls did you eat?
Just one.
Just one, right.
It tasted like chicken.
Thank you for being honest.
He's got a bit of a problem.
Yes, I eat to survive, and I survive to eat.
Right.
So sometimes I just
like everybody.
Okay, well, so we need to find an owl, and we need to find the gladiator school that we're going to infiltrate and make friends with people and steal a trophy. Yes.
I think so. I think that's our to-do list.
Fantastic. All right. So first stop owl, next stop school. Let's go. Maybe they've got an owl at the school. Sorry, Felix.
Felix is like smouldering with awkwardness.
Oh, wolf, wind, owl, fire.
Oh, well done. Yes.
My favourite part of this. Felix puts his hand in.
Everyone else, I'll put my hand in. Even though I'm not included in that little riff, I'm included in this hand thing.
Velder takes hold of his elbow.
Friend Rory, listen to this. Wolf, wind, owl, fire.
Okay.
You're sharing that line with the owls.
Ah, yes, of course. Thank you so much. I grab his elbow.
Yes, I sort of gingerly take his elbow.
Everyone,
have you touched? It's really hot to touch me.
Oh, blimey, that's really warm, isn't it? I see what you mean about drying hands now. Do you remember you said that a couple of weeks ago back in the school?
I'm like a thermal heat pocket. Put me in your pocket, warm all day.
If we get into any scrapes where we need to, fight people, will you dry my hands so what happened with my sword doesn't happen again?
Rory, it would be my honor.
His character jokes, he's just got unnaturally sweaty palms. Just
dry my hands. He's got proficiency in Dyson Airblade. Right. Yeah, I quite like... My favourite bit of this is that this is sort of... Story-wise, this is Velder telling a story to the rest of the club. He's just gone on this huge tangent about how they had to find an owl one day. It's like it's like the Count of Monte Cristo, where it just goes off on a weird tangent for no reason.
I mean, that's a very Velder story, I think. Just go off the tangent. And then my friend Basco ate an owl, and they had to find another owl. He did love his owls, Basco. Oh yes.
Well, let's find out how
he could all...
Beak and all. Beak to tail. Right, so the ship finally arrives at the port at Sandpoint. There is a sign saying "Welcome to Sandpoint" up there. It is the most It is the most adventure-y town that you have ever seen. There is a tavern right by the side of it, outside of which you can see a wizard, an elf, a dwarf, and a barbarian having a conversation over a table, counting out some gold. There's a shady figure leaning against the corner. There are shops that seem to be selling just like food that looks too good, like rolls and things like that. And banana bread. There's banana bread everywhere.
That's too good. Rolls.
Bit of saurine rolls. Too good for you, rolls.
Oh, there's no saurine around here.
It's a lame town.
So it is little thatched cottages everywhere. People turning in, collect quests. Sandpoint is the first town from Pathfinder, so it is where you start in Rise of the Rune Lords. So it is a miracle that this is the first time as a Pathfinder party that you are arriving in Sandpoint. So you make your way down the gangplank and into the town. One of the Aruxi says, should we unload? Should we count the owls now that we're here to make sure they're all here? The captain turns around and says, no need. There's absolutely no need to check on those owls before we hand them over to Lord Featherby, because I'm so confident that there's nothing wrong with them.
I turn around to one of the other lizard folk and just say, excuse me, when will the owls be given to the owl sanctuary, just out of interest?
Oh, they'll be taken to the owl sanctuary later on this afternoon.
Oh, so
in about 2 hours.
About 2 hours. Okay, thank you so much. What's your name?
My name is Bolson Limptail.
Thank you, Bolson.
No, Bolson. Bolson is my job, not Bolson. Although I do actually, I have a cousin called Bolson. Oh, right. All right then.
Okay, look.
I've got an idea. Why don't we get an owl from the owl sanctuary and then give it to the crew, and then they can just give it back to the owl sanctuary, so it's not even stealing.
No, wait.
I've got an
That doesn't
idea.
even work because they all the owls at the owl sanctuary, they are male, I think, and the ones that we have here are female. So if there is one, we give one because they are going to give to see how this does not work. Because if you take an owl, then there will be 13. We have 14. We give 14 back, and they'll be like, okay, there is only 13 here in the first place.
Can we dress up the owl as a lady? Give it a nice. Give it a nice. I don't want to gender specify as an owl, but give it a haircut, some lipsticks, sort of.
Give it a sash or something. Yeah.
I like that idea, but instead, why don't we just go to the nearest pet shop or get a random cat down an alleyway and just dress the cat up like an owl?
That's. Do you think they'll believe that an owl's a cat?
It's worse than the lady owl plan. It's even worse. It's a horrible plan.
Well, what if we put
an owl?
Well, no, why don't we put lipstick on the cat and cut its hair, and then it might, and make it sit very, very still.
It's worth a try.
Why would a lady cat have less fur than an ordinary cat?
Well, to make it look more like an owl.
And we can put some feathers on its arms as well. And we cut its tail off, because obviously owls don't have tails.
No, we're not cutting its tail off. That's cruel.
We are not.
I hate cats.
The cat.
Well, we could just sort of maybe we could just sort of tie its tail to its tummy, and then make it sit.
Please. Wolf, wind, out, fire. Listen, pet shop was an okay idea. Let us just go to pet shop very quickly.
Yes.
And then let us not mutilate any of the populace of cats that are here, and let us not make anybody who is an owl dress up in what is effectively drag. Okay, let us just go to pet shop, try and buy a fucking owl.
Oh, right.
But
to the owl, no, let's go. And
if we do need a cat, though, that gentleman over there seems to have quite a few in his coat, so we could ask him. But yeah, let's go to the pet shop.
Nice.
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
I go to the nearest guy walking.
I better move away.
I'm going to go to the nearest guy walking past. Excuse me, sir, or madam.
Depends on lipstick and haircut, apparently.
Sorry, I'm at glasses. I can't really see that well.
A gnome looks back at you and says, "How dare you, sir?"
Sorry, my lady. Do you know if there's anybody that have a pet shop here?
Yes, I know the pet shop. There's a pet shop on the main street.
Oh, good. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Oh, thank you.
He takes a piece of paper and just draws an X on it and hands it back to you. You don't have a map of Sandpoint at the moment, so the X has no frame of reference as to where it is.
I think it's this way. We go to the nearest main street.
All right, you make your way through the town. Give me a let's get a roll to see how quickly you're able to find your way to the pet shop. Probably a society roll. You could roll perception if you like, if it's better. See if
11.
An 11, okay. So it takes you a while following...
I rolled a 20
Basco.
for perception.
Okay, so it takes a while following Basco around until very quickly Rory looks over and sees a pet shop.
I can't really smell anything.
It's because you've got owl feathers up your nose. Look, it's over there. Come on.
Oh, there it is. What's the name of the pet shop?
It is called Animal Magnetism.
We go in.
There are various creatures. You open the door.
We don't have any money.
Outside. There are lots of animals of various kinds stacked up all around. There is behind the counter. There is a golem made out of metal, sort of screeching and straining. It looks up at you and says, "Welcome to Animal Magnetism. I am Magnet. I was named by my father. He had a stutter."
Can we see any owls on the shop floor?
You see no owls available for sale. You see all manner of different things. Basco, you see there are some pugs for sale. You see a few pugs that are just sitting there, staring at you, looking completely perplexed by you.
Oh my children! How dare you sell my children? How much for these?
They're not your children. They're
No, I mean, I don't mean literally. I mean, like my people.
Well, they're just pugs.
These are just regular dogs.
Yeah, just dogs.
Hang on a minute. Wait, so in the fantasy world of Galarian, people have also bred wolves to look like melted face puppies that can barely breathe. Is that also? I thought the Shuni were just like an anomaly. An anomaly?
The Shuni are
an anomaly, maybe.
Yeah, they're an anomaly. They've got enamel and they're enamel's leaf.
Nice.
I didn't realise that pugs actually exist as well, like from our world. Did we breed them into that like horrible state?
It's weird they got that because the Shuni are created by Aradin. Like the Shuni were created specifically by Aradin to be his best friends while he was creating the Isle of Kortos, and he created them to look like that with their complex nasal passages. So,
where do pugs come from?
It's almost like torture.
Presumably, people worked to breed wolves until they eventually would look like the Shuni. So you are the inspiration for these creatures.
That's so
The
sad.
pugs all look at you with their little snuffly faces.
Listen, Magnet.
Yes.
Do you sell any owls?
No.
Is there any
Owls
way you
are very valuable. They are endangered.
What's the closest thing you'd say that you've got in this pet shop that looks like an owl?
Guinea pig.
I'll take one of your finest guinea pigs, please.
I mean, it's better than a cat, I suppose.
True.
Do you have any feathers lying around?
No, we'll have no.
Oh,
It's all right.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. Velder, did you see any like excess feathers down in the hole when you cleaned out the? Actually, I did it because I went down there as well.
Yes, I mean there were a few feathers hanging around and lots of poop-de-moop-de-poop-poop.
do you know anywhere where we'd be able to get some glue or some spello tape magnet?
To be honest, actually,
Maybe from the horse sanctuary.
Thank you.
To be honest, the guanhuhu was quite sticky.
Oh, we'll use that then, yes.
So we could just use guanhuhu, and then it'd smell like an owl.
All right, back to the... Yes, we'll take this guinea pig and then we'll go. Let's go.
No,
much
we
for
want
this
silver
guinea
piece.
Can we sort of owe you? Who's your manager? Who's your boss?
I am the regional manager.
Who's the manager to the regional manager?
My father.
And
He
who's
is
your
away.
father?
He is a long way away.
Where is he?
He has not been back here in a long, long time.
Okay,
Worry he is dead.
I won't keep questioning this because I don't know where it's gonna go.
I will. I have question for Magnet. Do you have any children?
Yes. He pulls some nails out of his hand onto the counter. The nails start just kind of wriggling around on the counter. He says, "My children." He gestures a hand, and they sort of magnetize and stick to the back of his hand.
Velder's backstory is mental.
It's mental.
Felix points at one of the nails and goes, "Is this one Magnet's son?"
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Yes, I have a sister.
What's her name?
Karen.
Karen Magnet, is it?
We cut back to Velder going, why are you telling us about this Magnuson sister?
Well, no, look, I'm just trying to establish a rich narrative picture, and this is what happened. It was extraordinary. Gollum with nails.
Where in the timeline are we? Is Fulton there?
Oh, yeah, no.
Or is MZ there? Or is...
No, it'd be after.
No, it'd be after.
It's really specific stuff that you're telling us.
Well, I thought you'd appreciate this specific stuff because your stories take forever. All right. So anyway, listen.
Did anyone like my impression of Fulton Battlestone? Then, do you know what I mean? Did anyone hear it?
Yeah,
it was good, wasn't it? Can I roll mimicry for?
Oh, what are we doing? Two games, guys. At the same time.
It's so messy.
All right.
Please.
Okay.
All right.
Now look. Get back to my story. And
out of game, is this someone related? Is this Beelzebub's shop?
Maybe we'll
It doesn't
find
matter
out.
anyway because we're doing a
Story, Ross.
About you.
Yes, I know. Okay. Okay. Well. Can we sort of? Let me see if I've got any money here. Because if it's on my sheet, then I've got it. So.
I will trade. And Felix goes into his belt pouch. I have one of these potions. Very valuable, I think. You can have this in exchange for a guinea, a pig.
Very well. He takes the potion from you and he hands you a guinea pig. It sort of just wriggles in your hands.
As it wriggles, I sort of go,
Oh, it's so cute.
I imagine it's getting like a sort of thermal massage from my fingers right now, sort of like the hot fingers.
Wow. I will treasure this guinea pig for a long time until we cover it in bird shit and give it the worst experience of life forever, and then hand it over to Owl King, whatever.
wait. Is this a female guinea pig?
I'm not sure that really matters at this point in time, Velder.
But it's no good having a male guinea pig, is it? Because it's supposed to be a female owl. Stupid.
Can we sex the.
Ross, are you suggesting we sex the guinea pig?
Yeah.
Basco, this is the dark side of Basco. I'm gonna sex
Basco,
it.
make an animal law check. I believe you have animal law, so you can.
I do.
Or you could roll nature.
That's a 16.
A 16. You establish that it is indeed a female guinea pig.
Yep, this is definitely a female.
Oh, that's lucky. Good. All right, we can continue with the plan.
Right, back to the boat.
All right, let's get back to.
No.
This is ridiculous.
on the way back.
It's insane. So far from the story. It's ridiculous.
This is my backstory. This is canon. This is all canon.
Side quest.
And the captain
We
finds us in
invented.
the deck.
like just rolling a guinea pig like a sausage roll in all the owl shit.
Sticking a few feathers on it.
Right. Who's got the best disguise check?
So, as before, you see the.
What were we using? Deception or?
To cover a guinea pig in shit.
First, is it performance? Is it deception? Is it thievery?
Well, first of all, you approach the jetty and you see the boxes containing the owls. The owl enclosure is sat on the jetty next to the boat. The crew, most of the crew, have gone ashore for some fun Uruxi times. They're all swinging from chandeliers in the nearby tavern, and they're like sort of Monkey Island. They've only got like 2 animations. They're just kind of waving tankards, swinging back and forth. But there are a couple of Uruxi sailors up on deck. So you are going to need to sneak over to the enclosure if you want to do that.
I've got 7 in my stealth, so are we all doing?
I got 7 in mine, yeah, so maybe
I've
you...
got 5 in mine.
Maybe you and I should do that.
Please, wait. Before you do this, I should let you know that I am very, very this, for reasons about, I think, well, my parents and stuff. Anyway, I'm trained to be sneaky.
Imagine Felix has got like really thick glasses with like a little bit of tape holding them together.
Spiritual equivalent.
Should we all sneak across to the boat?
All of us? Okay, here we go.
Why not? Here we go.
All right,
Yeah.
you all make stealth checks.
11.
16.
12.
I have assurance in that.
So that means you can take just a straight up 16 without having to roll. And I can tell you that the Uruxi get a 4 to spot you. So you all sneak along the jetty and make your way to the owl enclosure. You get there, the owl box is locked. You will need to pick the
I've
lock.
got some thievery tools and the thievery of 7. So anyone
All right,
better than that?
No.
That's
It's
good.
a thievery check then.
Here we go. It's a natural 1.
Stab your dagger through the box and kill another owl.
I could have lied.
The owls start panicking as you struggle with the lock.
Look, let's just cover it in poop here and stick some feathers on, and then like it got out of its box. So let's just do that.
All right, we roll the guinea pig.
Can I roll again, Dan, after we've done the guinea pig?
Okay, so you shove the guinea pig through the bars and just go wipe it around on the guanu until it is...
What do we need to roll, Dan, to a convincing...
A guinea pig in shit.
A convincing...
It's going to be
convincing.
deception. It will be deception to try and create a convincing fake
Who's got
owl.
the best deception?
I've got...
I got a 6.
Oh, it's me.
I've got 7.
9.
Go for it.
Can we aid?
Yes.
You can. It's a DC 20 to aid in Pathfinder, though, remember.
And if we don't make it, it doesn't fail.
If you crit fail, if you get a 10 or below, then it becomes a -1
I'm not going
to the roll.
But we still add our deception, right? Or is it just a flat
you
check?
still add your. So you add your deception. So you make a deception check basically.
Shall I do it? I've got a +7. So.
All right, I rolled a 17 on that. So
Okay.
Oh yeah, I got over 10.
You get over 10. So it's not that neither of those are aids, but they don't cause a penalty.
Okay.
As Felix does this, he sort of goes,
Okay, Tiny Tumble, I'm pretty sure you are exactly what owls eat, and this at least will be the swiftest death to your horrible, horrible existence, and we are doing you a mercy. So, here we go. Oh, I'll give you one last heat finger massage before you are ripped apart.
I got a 22.
It looks like an owl.
It looks like an owl. It'll be fine. And he smells like an owl, and he's covered in shit.
So you roll the owl in the guanhuhu. You shove the guinea pig. You shove some feathers all over it. It kind of looks at you and goes, beep, 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 and you just plonk it on one of the perches through the bars and step back.
Right.
All of the other owls in the enclosure look at the guinea pig and accept it as one of their own.
Yes!
Yes.
All right.
Have completed the first quest you had in Sandpoint, which you didn't have at the beginning of this episode, and you are back on track to the place you were before we began this, as you head off to try and find the temple. And believe it or not, everyone, that is where we leave it for tonight. One of our finest, I think.
Whole episode on
That was amazing.
That was brilliant.